Hello there and welcome once again to Preston Marina on this bright but very breezy summer's day. I do hope you can hear me over the wind noise, but I wanted to show you this boat here, a Cobra 750. Now, regular viewers of our videos will know that at Preston Marina we love small boats that punch well above their weight, small boats that offer almost as much capability as their larger rivals. And I think we have got a great example of exactly that philosophy of less is more right here with the Cobra 750. I've been really looking forward to making this little video, but we'll go aboard in a moment. But here she is, the Cobra 750. They were built in the 1980s. Now I'll say this one, Alcudia, is a bilge keel, a twin keel example. It was also available in a fin keel. Now, folks that are sailing around our coastline will definitely be wise to consider the advantages of a bilge keel, because there are lots of shallow areas where with the tides it's possible that you may have to dry out and sit on the sand. Well, this boat will do that, whereas a fin keel won't do that at all really so well. On the foredeck here we've got a dinghy stowed in place, and oh, by the way, these are sail battens because a work in progress, although pretty much done, is there is a brand new mainsail here under that cover, literally brand new, never been hoisted. The battens are still waiting to go in, so a brand new mainsail. Also the jib, the furling jib, has been serviced with a new UV strip, so the sails are tip top. And we'll go further aft. There's the spray hood again, not new but perfectly sound. And let's step aboard. And again, 25. We must remember throughout this video that we're only on a 25-foot boat, a really good size for starting out, or indeed for those enlightened boaters who know that, like I often say, less is more. You step aboard, and for a small boat she really doesn't wobble very much, nice and steady. Good wide side decks as well, for again the size of boat. I'll keep saying it, but we're only on a relatively small boat here. And again, with that in mind, look at that cockpit. Deep coamings, nice and feel nice and secure when you're down in here. But again, for the size of boat, really good space. Clever life raft storage bracket there, which puts it where you would need it. Hopefully you never will, but puts the life raft near the cockpit, but not in the cockpit, taking up otherwise useful space. These are the details that endear me to this boat. I've got the hatch open, we'll go down in a moment, but again, examples. Look at the woodwork there, good chunky. These are the hatches that make the door, in other words. And I really love this this traditional porthole that goes in the top board. Again, oops, it shows you that you're on a proper little ship. Standing in the cockpit, looking forward, all of the control lines lead back to the cockpit through jammers. So single-handed sailing is definitely an option with this boat. We'll just move these nice wooden washboards, the doors, just so we can have a peek in this cockpit locker, which where your stuff goes. And again, I don't know, it's a bit dark. I'll see if I go in a bit closer. You've got your ship's batteries in there, portable bilge pump, that's your stern tube greaser. But again, a really good, deep, useful storage space there for your fenders and your ropes and all of that. That's the gas locker. And by the way, on the subject of the gas locker, there's one bottle there, but just up behind it you can see there is space actually for a second bottle. So again, small boat, room for 2 gas bottles. It just keeps on giving, this little boat. Anyway, let's have a look now down below. Oh, before we go through the hatch, just look at this step down into the cabin. Again, chunky 1-inch thick hardwood, mahogany or something, but these lovely brass strips, these tread strips on the step. Again, little hints of quality not normally found on smaller boats, and dare I say it, boats built these days. So anyway, a little bird's eye view of the cabin before we go down below, but we'll have a closer look now. So down now in the cabin. Now headroom, I'm roughly 6 feet and I'm stooping just to stand up, so I would say we've got in the region of 5'9" sort of headroom in here, but that's not, again, not bad. 25 feet. So the main saloon area, there is a dining table that fits in that socket, which is currently under that quarter berth, but that's the sort of U-shaped dining area, which is a good single sea berth, or converts and fills in with these back cushions to make a double berth. I want to show you this. This is one of my favourite parts of this little boat. Take that little brass bolt off, open this wooden louver door, and it's got its own little, almost like its own shed, garden shed of where all your toolboxes and stuff goes. You've got the battery isolation switches there, a little sight gauge for the diesel tank, but again, all your essentials, your WD-40, easily at hand without having to rummage around in cockpit lockers. I think that's a really nice little feature. Again, a surprise on such a small boat. Over on the starboard side, we have got the quarter berth, full length quarter berth, a really good length quarter berth actually, and the chart table nav area. The chart table itself lifts up and has got your ship's documents and your charts, and you've got a DSE radio there, and plenty of nooks and crannies for your instruments and shelves, etc., and genuine room to sit and work out today's course. So again, a proper chart area. Down below it is the CD player and FM radio, and then moving forward on the starboard side, we've got it looks again very young, it looks like it's hardly been used to me, a Bainbridge Neptune gas twin burner hob with a grill for making your toast, and then forward of that is the sink with a simple pumped, manually pumped cold water tap. But obviously that's all you need, boil the kettle for your hot water, it's right there. And again, plenty of good locker space below, and there's your pans. So again, proper boat stuff. And these cushions all look nice and clean, and it's very nice, it's snug and dry in here. Moving forwards, in between the saloon and the fore cabin, we have got the heads area. So if I close that, there's the Jabsco Sea Loo, again with this great use of space, a pull-out sink and vanity unit. Again, save space, pushes away when you don't need it. Seacocks are easy to get to, and there's your Jabsco, and loads of room in here. Our own family sailing boat is 31 feet, and this is a similar vintage to this boat, and it doesn't feel very much different, to be honest with you. In some respects it feels like the space has been used even better. Moving forward into the fore cabin, the typical arrangement of your V berth, so 2 singles which can fill in to make a double, big skylight escape type hatch, a Houdini type hatch above it. There is the tiller pilot waiting to be clipped on to hold its course when you're underway. Radar reflector nicely labelled up there on the shelf as well. Hooks for your life jackets. Really, really, really well thought out little boat. We'll hook that back in its as it was. There we go. So this is the Cobra 750 bilge keel. It is just come up for sale here at Preston Marina. The last thing we'll take a look at is that beta engine, which is behind there, which again, by the magic of editing, we will pull this panel away, and hey presto, there it is. Very simple to remove, just 3 bolts on the panel, but easier to do without holding a camera. And there it is, a beta marine 13 I think horsepower diesel engine, and loads of space around it for all access for all your servicing bits, your raw water strainer, your primary filter, all really easy to get at. I know this engine has only recently been serviced and has done no hours or sea miles since, so other than a quick check around, I think it's safe to say this engine's pretty well ready to go. We would of course recommend that anybody interested in buying this, or indeed any second-hand boat from a private individual, because that is the situation. We, Preston Marine, are just the brokers. This isn't our boat, so you must get a survey if you're thinking of buying a boat. It's the only way you'll truly know independently what the condition of the boat you're buying is. But if she has a good feel about this this boat, and everything you would need is pretty much here, and as I say, this could be a great starter boat, or it could be a great boat just for somebody who likes simple things and recognises that less can so often be more. This would be brilliant round the North Wales. I would love this boat round, say, the Menai Straits in Anglesey. That's where I would love to sail this boat, or indeed my favourite place, the Clyde and the west coast of Scotland. This would be a superb boat to enjoy in those places, because she's a proper little sea boat. I mean, you could take her to the lakes, but I think, to be honest with you, she's ready to go to sea. So Cobra 750 here at Preston Marina, well worth the viewing if you get the chance. Full details on the Preston Marina website. Thank you, bye.